to read all about it. Chances are, at some point in your academic career at Harrison College, you're going to encounter an assignment where you need to look up a current event or have reason to access a reliable source of news. That's why we have a subscription to LexisNexis Academic. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't that the law database? Well, yes and no. Although LexisNexis features a powerful legal search tool, it also provides a great news coverage of many major world publications, such as the New York Times, as well as many international and local resources, with coverage from 1980 until today. So let's learn a little bit more about how to find news. To access LexisNexis, you need to go to www.harrison.edu/LRC and click on your campus homepage. From there, navigate to the database page and click on LexisNexis Academic. You may be prompted to log in with your Harrison username and password. First, you need to know a little bit about the basic navigation in LexisNexis. You can see they have divided it up into what we'll call widgets to make it easier on us searchers. The three main widgets are the News widget, Legal widget, and Company widget, although there are other widgets available as well. You can use these for quick searches in each subject. Along the left are what we'll call forms. Clicking on any of the dark blue headings will show you the available forms for that category. For instance, if you click on the News heading, which is what we'll be talking about in this tutorial, you'll see that there are several different search forms available, including All News, Newspaper and Wires, etc. If you click on All News, it'll bring up a search form that'll help me enter the right kind of information for that specific item. Finally, the last thing you need to know before we begin learning about news is that to get back to the beginning and start a new search from any screen in LexisNexis, all you need to do is click the LexisNexis Academic logo at the top left-hand corner of the screen. Clear as mud? Good! You'll get the hang of it, I promise. So let's practice. As I mentioned, if you want to do a really simple search, you can always try the Search the News widget. For instance, say you just want to look for articles about what's been happening in the crisis in Egypt. You could type in Hosni Mubarak, the name of the now former president of Egypt, and then hit go. Doesn't really look like what's happening right now. It looks like things that were happening maybe in the 90s with some new stuff mixed in. Well, I think that's probably because it looks like we're sorting by relevance here. You can change what you display by clicking on Newest to Oldest, and now let's see, we're looking at stuff that's happening now. So with a few simple clicks, we've gotten what we wanted. Okay, but what if you hadn't found what you were looking for? What if you were looking for a specific newspaper or something local, or your search was more complicated? Let's just go up and click on the LexisNexis logo to start over. Now let's click on the News heading so we can check out the All News search form. Using the All News search form lets you search LexisNexis database for only news items. Also, it gives you the option that aren't available in the simple News widget that help you guide your search, bringing you back the results that are hopefully closer to what you're looking for. Let's say you want to see only editorial pieces written for the Washington Post during the past week about the Egypt crisis. How could you find those? Type in Egypt in the first box and then use the drop-down box to select where you want to search. I think headline and lead would work well in this case since it will probably be in the main heading of the article we're looking for. You can see that LexisNexis gives us many good options to choose from. If you leave it in the default setting of everywhere, it'll search the entire article for the keyword you have entered. The at least 5 occurrences option can come in handy if you want to search terms that appear at least 5 times in your article you're searching for to make sure you aren't pulling back every article that just mentions your keyword term in passing. So next, we would specify the date. We want previous week. We want to type in the newspaper name. This is pretty handy because you can just start typing a name and it'll automatically check the database for you to see if LexisNexis has that title in its holding. So we can type in Washington Post and hey, we're in luck. It actually has it. Since we want to limit the article type to editorials and opinions, we can checkmark that box. Although if we didn't want to limit that type, we would just leave this blank and then hit search. You can see it brings back results listed newest to oldest. If you click one of the results, you're given several options including printing, emailing, or downloading the article. To return to the results list, you can just click the results list link at the top right. Let's say we want to do another search to find out if there's been anything written in Indiana about the local reaction to the Egypt crisis. How will we find that out? Well, first, we could click on the New Search button in the top right. We'll keep Egypt as the topic and headline and lead information the same in the search box form. But we also want to add an additional search term. So we'll want to keep "and" in the box, and then we want to add a publication string. So we'll type publication in all capital letters and then put Indiana in parentheses. Then select the date. I would say we want to search for anything in the previous month. For source, we can go to All News English. Then, for article location, use the drop-down box to select Indiana. This will bring back articles about Indiana, not necessarily from Indiana. That's why we needed to use the publication string. Then hit the search button. This brings back 6 local results, all of them dealing on some level with the crisis in Egypt. Now, let's check out what other news search forms are available to us. If we click on the News Search option, it'll take us back to our All News form. You can see the other forms listed on the left-hand side. All News is highlighted in light blue because that's the one we are currently using. The other options to use are Newspaper and Wires for searching just those items, TV and radio transcripts, which is a new feature that allows you to search the transcripts from sources such as ABC News, CNN, and NPR, Foreign Language, which allows you to specify a language other than English, College and University, and Business and Industry. All of these forms operate in pretty much the same way as the All News form, but they have minor changes in the options that they allow you to choose from, so you can really get the results that are unique to that particular item. In other tutorials, we'll explore the legal and business searching capabilities of LexisNexis. We hope you'll join us for those as well. In the meantime, you might want to check out the helpful Help and Instructions section filled with useful tips and tutorials from LexisNexis. Happy searching!